Hello friend, welcome back to Information Technology. Lesson number 3, Advanced JavaScript. You are learning Advanced JavaScript. The last class we have seen the features of JavaScript, type of scripting language, client-side scripting, server-side scripting, and difference between server-side scripting and client-side scripting. So you are going to learn about switch case and looping structures. The previous year we have learned different basic syntax of JavaScript such as variable, declarations, if structures, functions, etc. So let us learn some extra features, that is switch case statements. So in these lectures, what are things we are going to learn? Let us learn introductions of switch case, introduction to looping structure, switch case statement, looping. So let's see the introductions of switch case in JavaScript. What is switch case and what is the use of switch case in the JavaScript programs? When we write any program, we give the conditions. If the conditions found, the program display the result. If the condition not found, program display the by default result which is given to it. In the switch case statement is the same like that. So case value 1, case value 2, and so on, and the by default 1 value will be given in the switch case statement. The switch express is evaluated once. The value of the expression is then compared with the value of each case in the structures. If there is a match, the associated block of code is executed. Introduction to looping. What is looping? So looping in JavaScripts are used to repeatedly run a block of code until a certain condition is met. When developers talk about iterations or iterating over, say, an array, it is the same as looping. JavaScript offers several options to repeatedly run a block of code, including while, do while, for, and foreign. When we write any program, till we not reach to the output, the statement should repeat again and again. For example, you want to print the table of number 1. So if you are not reaching to the desired result, that 10, by the time you have to repeat the statement, that is called looping. So the table of number 1 to 10 will repeat the conditions like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 till 10. So once you reach to the desired result, the program looping should stop. So that is called looping. It is called repeating the things. So repeatedly runs the blocks of code until a certain condition is met. Switch case statement. What is switch case statement? And JavaScript has built in multi-way decision statement known as switch. The switch statement takes the value of given expression. Expression means condition. Again a list of case value, and when the condition is matched, if conditions found true, a block of statement associated with that case is executed and the result will be displayed. There should not be duplicity between the cases, means duplicate value should be not there in the program. The value for the case must be similar data type as the variable in switch. The default statement is not mandatory. Every time you have to give the default value is not mandatory, but the switch statements require, the statement block require case 1, case 2, and so on. A default is optional. So let's see the syntax, how to use the case statement or the switch case value in the JavaScript programs. While writing the program, we must use first switch expression. Expression means condition. For example, if you are given the condition variable day, you are going to find out the weekday, that is a Saturday. So variable day equals 6, means the 6 is a Saturday. So that is the expression. So here you can write switch day. Okay, then the case will start with the curly bracket. After curly bracket, there should be the first value of the case value 1, and then the statement of block. The statement block 1 will start. Here you can mention any statement. Suppose you want to use the alert function, you can use the alert in bracket. You can write the name of the day, for example Monday, and then you can give the break So this is the break statement will work. Means after this first statement is not found, suppose day equals 6, you found this value will not get. The first day is Monday, the sixth day value will be the Saturday. So we have to run the program till the value comes 6. So now case value 2, second statement block, and then the break. So every case value should have a block statement and the break, then the next value of the case will work, then so on. Like this many cases you can use case value and number, and then finally you can use the default value. Suppose any result found, suppose you enter day equals 7, there is no 7 or 8 day, 7 is not mentioned in your program. If the 7 is mentioned, then the Sunday will come, but if the 7 is not mentioned and you enter the value 7, the default value will be displayed invalid day. Let's see how to write the program by using switch case statement. So here you have to open the notepad and type the basics tag. For example, exclamation doc type HTML, then HTML, then head, then give the title JavaScript program and close the title tab, then close the head tag, then come to the body section, and you can use the h1 tag to give the title to your web page. So here you can start giving the title to your web page. Here title is given use of switch case statement, so anyone can understand what type of program we have written. Then you can use the script tag, the script type equal text or JavaScript, then start declaring the variable. Now we are writing this switch case program to find the weekday. Okay, so here variable equal day, variable day equals 6, means we are going to find the 6 number of day in a week. So the switch expression will start with switch in bracket day. Now the switch case will start. Before switch case will start, we must use the curly bracket. Then we can start the case value. The first case value should come case 1. In the case 1, and then you can put the colon. Once you put the colon, then you can use the function. Any function you can use. Document.write you can also use, or alert function you can use, or any other function. So alert function if you use, then you have to use in bracket the name of the day. So here Monday is put, then put a semicolon, and then you can use the break statement. If your condition match with the variable day, then the first result will be displayed. If the condition not match, then the switch statement will go to the second value of the case. So again you have to use the same alert function, and you can print the next value of the day, then again you can give the break. If the program found the value, then it display the second value's result, otherwise program switch to the end of the values here. So here the value is displayed, that is case 3 alert function Wednesday, then the case 4 Thursday, 5th one Friday, and 6th one is Saturday. Your result should be displayed the Saturday, because the day of the week number is given 6 is a Saturday, so the result should be displayed the Saturday, then you can use the break. If your condition is not found here, for example variable day equals 7, but here the switch case is given till 6, and 7 number if you enter over here variable day equals 7, then the default value will be displayed, that is called invalid day. And then you are going to close the script tag, then the body tag, and the HTML tag. The program is going to check the condition first. If the conditions found true, it display the true result, otherwise it display the default value, that is called invalid day. Once you finish typing this program, save with the extension .html. Do not forget, JavaScript means not a separate software we are using. We are using the same application, that is Notepad, because we are writing this program in HTML. So in the HTML tag we use the body section or head section to write a JavaScript program. So you must, while starting writing the program, you should use the head section or body section, and then you can save your file with the HTML extensions. Once you save the file with the HTML extension, then run the program in any browser which is present on your computer. That may be Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, or Mozilla Firefox, and see the output. What output should come here? The output should be display. The weekday is 6 number, means Saturday should be display. Let's see the look at this output. This output use of switch case statement, it display the Saturday and the OK button is given, means the switch case is found true, that's why it display the Saturday, the last day of the week. But if you enter the switch day equals 7, then the result will be not display here. Instead of Saturday, it will be display invalid day, because you have not entered the case number 7 values, that is Sunday. So that value will be not there, that's why the result will get invalid day. So this is the output of the switch case statement. Looping statement in JavaScript. What is looping statement in JavaScript? While creating programming logic, we need to execute some statement repeatedly. So loops are used to execute a set of statements repeatedly until a particular condition is satisfied. In JavaScript, we have three types of looping statements. First one is for, second one is while, and third one is do while. Means for loop, while loop, and do while loops. These are the looping statements we can use in the JavaScript. Iterations refer to the executions of statement or a group of statement of code for a fixed number of times or till the condition is satisfied. The condition should Boolean conditions. Now what is iterations? Iterations means it is initializations, assigning initial value to the variable which executes only once and then the condition is checked. Loop will execute statement in statement block till the condition is true, and when the condition becomes false, control is transferred out of the loop and it will execute remaining program. The condition should be a Boolean condition. Let's see the for loop statement, how it will work. The for loop statement, this loop executes statement as long as condition become a true. If the condition is found true, it displays the true result. Otherwise, it controls comes out from the loop when condition become false. The benefit of for loop is that it combines initializations, conditions, and loop iterations, increment or decrement in single statement. As I told you that initializations means the assigning of value to the variables which executes only once and then the condition is checked. Then the conditions, the loop will execute statement in statement block till the condition is true, and when the condition becomes false, control is transferred out to the loop and it will execute remaining program. And then the iterations. Iterations means what? Iterations means increment or decrement value of a running variables. So that is called the iterations, increment or decrement in single statement. Let's see the syntax of for loop statement. Syntax of for loop statement is, first you have to use the for, then in a bracket initializations, then condition, and then iterations. Initializations means assigning initial value to the variable, for example I equal 1. Then I less than equal 5, that is called conditions, and you have to give the iterations, increment or the decrement to the value, that's why I plus plus. So this is the conditions or the iterations you are given to the for statements. Once it is finished, this syntax is important for initialization, condition, and iteration. Then curly bracket you have to use, then you have to use the block of statement, then complete the curly bracket. See the example. Example for, in bracket I equal 1 semicolon, I equal 1 is the initializations is assigning initial value to the variable, so variable I equal 1 semicolons, I less than equal 5, this is the conditions, then semicolon I plus plus. This is called iteration, increment value of running variable. Then complete the curly bracket, then write document dot write in the variable and complete the curly bracket. So once you execute this type of program, like get this, you see the output. So output of this program will be displayed 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Because the condition is given to the variable, the number should not increase more than 5. So I less than equal 5 and the increment is given to the I is I plus plus. That's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this series of number is printed. Suppose in this program you want to give the iterations decrement value to the running variable, then instead of plus plus sign you can use the minus minus sign. So the value will be displayed, the output will be displayed 5 4 3 4 5 4 3 2 1, like this output will be displayed. Now let's see while loop statements. The while loop statement is like a for loop statement. This loop executes statement as long as the condition is true. As soon as the condition becomes false, the controls comes out of the loop statements. See the syntax of this statement. Syntax is, first is initializations, means the variable you want to declare. Once you declare the variable, you can start with the while loop statement with the condition. Once you have given the conditions, you have to use the curly bracket and then they use the statement block. Once you use the statement block, then complete the curly bracket. Let's say how we can use this. The examples: variable I equal 1, then the while loop statement will start in the bracket, condition you have to give I less than equal 5, means same. Once again we are going to print that numbers 1 to 5. The number will not increase till the condition is found true. The number will be print 1 to 5. In the curly bracket you can write document dot write in variable I. So this will print the number 1 to 5 and the increment is given for the i's I plus 1, means 1 2 3 4 5, like this result you will get. So while statements, we use the statement within the loop may be a single line or a block of statement. If the statement within a loop is single line, then the curly parenthesis is optional. Here loop will be executed repeatedly as long as the condition is true. Note that if the condition always true, then the loop will be executed infinitely. So after some execution, conditions become false. Otherwise your program will be continuously working. You will not able to come out from this program. So somewhere you have to give the break. Then the conditions found false, then the control will come out. So the while statements we use to execute the statement as long as the condition is true, and the condition become false, controls come out of the loop statements. The result you will get same like a for statement. I hope that you understood both the example for loop statement and the while loop statements. Thank you.